Seahaven FM.
Welcome along to Mark and Friends on this Friday, the 28th of May. Great to have you come. Coming up very shortly, we will be finding out about U3A Day, which is taking place next week.
Seahaven FM.
Guest interview time now. Well, in fact, two guests. It's U3A Day on the 2nd of June. That's next week. Now, to find out more about the U3A and what the U3A Day is all about, I recently had a telephone call with two committee members of the Newhaven and Peacehaven branch of the U3A. Tony Garwood is their treasurer and Marian Stanley their vice chairperson. Well, when I caught up with them both on the phone, I started off by asking Marian to tell us a little bit about what the U3A is and what it does.
Well, if I can say that it's a national organisation and we have branches all around the country. Every branch is slightly different depending on how many members they have got, but all aim for the same thing, actually, to make friends, to learn something new and generally have a good time just get together. The other thing, as far as we're concerned, Newhaven and Peacehaven U3A, we have, I think it's round about 20 interest groups, from anything from the art group to the photography. I run the ukulele group. We have discussions, walking groups. It goes on and on and on. And basically, hopefully, we are tapping into people's interests and skills. And also, hopefully, perhaps our members learning something else as well. So that's what we do. We meet once a month when we can, no COVID restrictions. We meet either in Newhaven or Peacehaven. We have a speaker and generally have a good time meeting with one another. I don't know, Tony, if you can think I've missed anything out.
We also have regular outings to places of interest. This summer we're going to Ellerslie Gardens, to Arundel and to the Pavilion. And also we've got quite a lot of theatre trips that run during the year normally, not possible at the moment of course, but we would probably have 20 theatre trips during the year.
You've got a special day coming up, haven't you? The U3A Day, when people can find out more about joining the local branches. And I know you mentioned there are several branches. You're one of them. Tell us about that.
Well, the U3A Day is the 2nd of June. And it's a national celebration by U3As, not just locally, but across the country, to celebrate all that we do. Now, what we're doing in Newhaven and Peacehaven it's got two aspects to it. We've got displays that will be put up in the Marian Centre, on Newhaven High Street, and at Paradise Park. These will have photographs and pieces of information. The Marian Centre will have some examples of the artwork created by the art group. In Newhaven, there'll be some examples of work produced by our craft group, which is called the Knit and Natter group. So as you may imagine, it's not just the knitting that goes on in that group. The second aspect of this is that on the day, we will be publishing online on YouTube and our Facebook page a series of videos. And these contain interviews with all the group leaders, an art gallery, a virtual photograph gallery from the photography group, plus some messages of support. We've got both the local MPs are going to give us a message of support, and hopefully all three mayors as well. We're going to start the day with a live Facebook event, about 10 minutes, saying hello, welcome to the day. This is completely new. We've never done it before. And we're going to round up the day with another live event, Marian and I, probably outside the shop in Newhaven.
The other thing that's happening in the afternoon is that we're going to have a virtual tea. Jackie and I are going to invite people to join us via Zoom to have a cup of tea. People can pop in and out, have a chat.
Yeah, we thought we needed to have that because lots of the things we're doing are looking outwards to people who aren't necessarily members yet. And we thought it was important to involve our own members in celebrating U3A Day as well.
I guess one of the things people will be thinking about is how much is it going to cost me?
Right, well, One of our slogans is that things are at low cost, and at £15 a year for an individual membership, I think that pretty much is at low cost. You can have a joint membership, so two people living in the same household, they get a 10% discount, so it costs them £27. Now, if someone is already a member of another U3A and they want to take part in our activities, they can do that by becoming an associate member, and that costs them just £7.50, or if there's two people living at the same house, £13.50. That covers attendance at any meeting, any interest group, coming to the monthly meetings, tea and coffee provided there. Clearly, if they want to go to the theatre or on an outing, you have to pay the costs it is to go on those events. And for some of the groups, they meet in hired rooms. The members of the group, between them, cover the cost of renting the room.
Is there an age limit to join in?
Yes, but it's 55 and above for people who are no longer in full-time employment or raising a family. Can I just say about the U3A, we're trying to get rid of this university connotation, because it is focused on the third age, but we found that university puts some people off, as you've got to be clever and brainy to be part of it. So this is why we're focusing on calling it U3A, which is an organisation for older people who are looking for something to do to replace what they had when they were bringing up a family or when they were in full-time employment.
On our main logo, it says learn, love, live. And it's for the young at heart. And basically, that's what we're about.
So we really want people to look out for your publicity and your information on the U3A Day on the 2nd of June throughout Seahaven and Seahaven. But of course, people can contact you even if they miss that. I guess you've got a presence on the website and social media and online. Tell us how people can find out more about the U3A. I think this is something I'd like to look into.
We've got a website. It's a very long name, so I'm not going to read it out to you. It's on our publicity. If you search for Seahaven and Seahaven U3A, you will find it. We've also got a Facebook page with a growing following for that. More recently, we've opened up a YouTube channel because we needed somewhere to publish these videos. So we've got that on there as well.
You're obviously both enthusiastic members of the group. Could I just ask you very briefly to tell us what a difference it's made to you personally, being a member of the group and benefiting from the many activities we've been talking about? I'll start with you, perhaps, Marian.
Well, I've been a member, believe it or not, for 15 years at Seahaven and Seahaven U3A. And over the years, I've made many, many friends. And I've been a member of several groups. And I have had a thoroughly enjoyable time. I've been in lots of trips, places that I wouldn't necessarily have gone to on my own, and been to the theatre and done lots and lots of activities with many, many friendly people. And that's been absolutely great.
And if I could put the same question to you, Tony, in conclusion.
I've only been a member for 2 or 3 years, but last July I retired from full-time work. I was working part-time before then. And it does seem, even though it's been through this COVID period, that I've never been so busy with helping with things to keep the organisation going during this difficult period. Expand my interests made me meet lots of new people who I wouldn't have met otherwise. And as many people know, once you leave work, there is a cut-off to a vast number of people who you meet on a daily basis and you interact with. It's just so nice to feel that there are people there who you're going to continue reacting with on that ongoing basis.
Well, that was my interview with Tony Garwood, the Treasurer, and Marian Stanley, the Vice Chairperson of the Seahaven and Seahaven U3A, talking about the organisation and the special events they've got organised for the 2nd of June, U3A Day.